Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
It's been rumored that Oloris Igbi has been fighting tooth and nail with Dr. Lizzy and Oloris Naomi. Now, it is rumored that she is going about dragging everybody who is related to these people, that Dr. Elizabeth's absence in the palace has been a connivance between she and Oloris Naomi to put pressure on the Ooni of Ife to lay off the Oloris. Now, we are all aware of the fact that Oloris Elizabeth means a lot to the Ooni of Ife, so is Oloris Naomi. And they tend to be Ooni of Ife's confidence. If what we are hearing is true, when I say if what we are hearing is true, is to further validate the fact that every information I get is a rumored information, okay? I do not live in the palace with the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to anyone who is related to them. Bear that in mind, please, Daylight. So they said that Oloris Mariam is leaving no stone unturned. She said that nobody is going to throw her out of the palace with pregnancy, that she is expecting a child for Kabi AC, and going out of the palace was never her bargain. If she had known from the very beginning that a time will come where they would ask her to leave away from her husband, there is no way she would have entered the marriage. Now, you know that it's been very, very obvious that Oloris Mariam has not been in the palace. They said it's because of the basketballs that has been going on. Ever since she went to see Olori Toby and came back, they didn't allow her into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. They said she went to Kwara. But from outside, she's been fighting a lot, so much. They said she even brought her, members of her family to the palace to come and state the fact that Ile-Ife, the royal house, has no right to drive an Olori with pregnancy. And a lot of people are saying maybe she's pregnant, but we have this group of people who are saying there's no way she will be pregnant. But one thing I've always told you guys, it's not up to me to tell whether another woman is pregnant or not, because it's only a woman who would know whether she's pregnant or not. Okay, so now as we are hearing what is going on, they said Oloris Mariam is dragging Oloris Naomi, like dragging Naomi to the nono, over the fact that Dr. Elizabeth not being in the palace is Naomi's idea, that they are sitting down together and plotting against other Oloris because they know what they mean to the Ooni of Ife. They do know that Naomi not being in the palace is challenging enough to for the Ooni of Ife. Dr. Elizabeth not being in the palace is the one thing that Ooni of Ife will not be able to deal with. And so that is exactly why they have sat down to connive against other Oloris. They want to put pressure on the Ooni of Ife to send other Oloris away. Now, only recently we heard that the reason why Dr. Elizabeth has not been in the palace, first of all, we heard she went to be with Toby, that is Elizabeth and, as in Dr. Lizzy and Mariam. Then we now heard again that she left and went to Switzerland for her medicals, her goiter medicals. And only recently we are hearing that she's back and she is in Magodo, where the parents are living in Lagos in their family home, that she's been there. We heard again that Ooni has sent men to go there and speak to her and also speak to her parent. They said that Dr. Elizabeth had initiated a plan to help Ooni of Ife get get a grip on some of these decisions that the elders are making, the politics that is making the Oloris not to leave the palace. But they said that with all the plans that Dr. Elizabeth has with the Ooni of Ife, they said Ooni did not implement anyone. That things are going wrong by the day. Every day, one thing and one thing. There have been a lot of revelation about ports and no ports and all of that. He said the whole thing became very tiring for Dr. Elizabeth. And she said, from what we are hearing, that she wanted to go to her parents' place to go and rest. That when she came back from Switzerland, she went to her parents' place to rest. Resting, she has rested for 1 week, and this is the second week right now. She has not returned back to the palace. And Ooni of Ife has been very, very uncomfortable with this, and that was why Ooni of Ife sent men to go and beg Dr. Elizabeth. But on the other hand, it is alleged that Olori Mariam is saying that every information that is being heard about why Dr. Elizabeth is not in the palace is fallacy. That they are just trying to put pressure on the Ooni of Ife so that Ooni of Ife will hold forth to his decision to send the Oloris away. So right now it's beginning to look as though the reason why Ooni of Ife is really adamant and holding forth to his decision to send the Oloris out of the palace is because this is not just affecting Olori Naomi, it's now affecting Dr. Elizabeth. Now, a lot of people are saying, okay, so if this is Dr. Elizabeth's plan, what makes her feel that she deserves to be in the palace with Olori Naomi? Now, they say Mariam is saying that Dr. Elizabeth can never be in the palace, that they were the ones who initiated the plan of sending other Oloris out of the palace, that Dr. Elizabeth can never be in the palace. So if she is sitting down and trying to agitate for the palace to be empty, she needs to know that the palace will be empty for only Olori and Naomi, but not for herself, Dr. Elizabeth. They say the situation has gotten so complicated. So whether this information is true or not, I do not know. It's not up to me, but it's important to know that these are all alleged information. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the source. It's still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you. It's not a small something. No report that is reaching us right now. It's about Dr. Elizabeth falling out. I mean, Olori Mariam falling out badly with Dr. Elizabeth. We heard that Mariam had allegedly visited Olori Naomi's house in Akure, but she was laid off by the brother, that the brother used the stick. If not for people who held the brother, maybe the story would have been different right now. That one of the major reasons why Dr. Elizabeth, why Mariam went there was to go and face Naomi face to face on this allegation that she is also conniving with Dr. Elizabeth to try and put pressure on the Ooni of Ife to keep them out of the palace. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know, for any decision you make in this world, for any action that you take, you need to know that there are consequences. There is no need to begin to go back and forth trying to blame other people for your own decision. It's important to know that for anything that has been happening, or everything that's happened in the palace, it's happening because of some of the actions that Olori Mariam herself has taken against Olori Naomi. That there is no need to act as if every other person is responsible except you. That there is really no need to act that way. Now, it's not a small something. They say there is serious bad-booze that Mariam is fighting tooth and nail, that nothing in this world is going to keep her out of the palace. Nobody has the right to put her out of the palace, not especially now that she is expecting a baby for the Ooni of Ife. Now, she has made her point clear that nobody has the right to put her out of the palace. She is not leaving the palace, no matter how much they connive, no matter what they do. She is not leaving the palace. Now, for a woman who is so confident, I think a lot of people are saying people should be looking out for some of the things that she will be doing to ensure that she doesn't leave the palace. Now, do not forget that these are all rumored information, okay? It's not a first-hand information. So they said there is a very serious problem right now. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.